Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, PDAC Toronto 2018, and it's the first day. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and we are down on the floor here at the booth of eCobalt. Yeah, Cobalt company here out of Canada, and we want to talk with Paul Farquharson, the president and CEO of the company. Paul, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you
for
having me here.
All good? Yeah,
very good.
Then let's get really started.
Okay.
eCobalt, what's the company about?
Well, the company is a primary cobalt deposit. The company owns a primary cobalt deposit located in Idaho, USA. Extremely advanced project. Over 120 million spent on the project. And the big key to this project is it's fully permitted.
Wow, that's interesting. Idaho, I mean, it's in the US, of course, but you said it's fully permitted. So, I mean, we don't have, like, I know it from Nevada with the gold mining, you have 3.5 years minimum permitting size and stuff like that. So you
Correct.
are already over that, and now we go into, you have a feasibility already, right?
We have a feasibility study. And the permitting, it's a big issue for all companies that are there. Our permit was 9 years and $20 million. But once you have your permits, you have them.
Yeah.
Big advantage for us. Yes, we have an existing feasibility study that came out in 2017 to move the company forward, and right now we're producing an optimized feasibility study.
Okay, fantastic. Can you elaborate on the data on that? Meaning, what are your, let's say, all-in production costs? What is the capex for the mine?
Sure, absolutely. The mine and mill, which is the permitted part of the project, is about $63 million.
Well, that's quite cheap.
That's the mine and the mill.
Yeah,
that's really reasonable because the project is so advanced.
Yeah.
That's why that's such a reasonable price. The balance of the project is to make the end product, which will be an upstream product that we're going to make, and that's what the optimized feasibility will discuss. We don't have those final numbers out until the feasibility study is finished, which will be Q2. But it's going to be very reasonable.
Fantastic. As Cobalt prices are at I would say, call it all-time high. I think we're now at $86,000 per ton or something like that. What was the price you have calculated in your feasibility so far?
Well, it's trading for about $38 a pound is what it's trading today. Not quite the all-time high because it did trade at $50 in 2008. But our study used $25 cobalt metal, 99.3. So very, very conservative.
Fantastic, great. So what are, let's say, the next milestones for you? What is the work program for 2018?
For 2018, just a week ago Friday, we closed a $30 million financing.
Congratulations.
So we had about 12 in the bank, so we got about $42 million in the bank now. What we have to do in the shorter term, in the spring and early summer, is get our environmental systems in place. That's the water treatment plant and the liner put down on our tailings waste storage facility. Dry stack tails. This is a very clean, environmentally efficient, stable project that we're building here.
Wow.
Once those systems are in place, then we will have our new feasibility study out. We'll make a production decision. The production decision will be Q3 2019, Q3 2018, 2018, and when that production decision is made, our critical path will be going underground.
Okay, fantastic. So let's assume you have done the production decision. Also, let's assume you have all the money then in the bank. Yeah.
Correct.
When do you think you can deliver the first cobalt?
First cobalt, once again, because it is such an advanced project, we believe if we get underground in Q3 2018, 12 to 14 months. So Q3, Q4 2019, we can have the first production out and full commercial production 2020.
Fantastic. And I mean, you have also the customers already in the US, of course, all the big car makers, and also Tesla, of course, Panasonic doing the Gigafactory, and there's much more to come, of course. How would you judge by now, let's say, the cobalt market and, let's say, in 5 years? Because we all know the e-mobility is unstoppable for sure, but what is your, let's say, conservative view on the market?
Well, EVs are here to stay. The lithium-ion batteries are the batteries of choice, the NMC batteries of choice. The penetration of electric vehicles recently, I'd say last year, is under 2%, 1.5% penetration. By 2025, they're predicting on a very conservative nature, a 10% penetration of electric vehicles. That would be about 5 times the amount of cobalt required. So that would be roughly 250,000 tons of cobalt.
Wow.
The growth rate, 11% compound annual growth rate per year, once again on a very conservative nature here moving forward. So I would expect the deficit in cobalt to continue.
Okay, fantastic. I see it the same way. What would be your share then in the market? Meaning how many tons you will produce then in the future?
Well, our project will produce about 2,000 tons of cobalt per year. Now, we can upgrade that a little bit depending on how our production works and our dilution rates, but that's roughly, in today's market, that would be about 2% of the cobalt market.
Fantastic. And what will be the initial mine life?
The initial mine life from our previous feasibility study, not the optimized one, 12.5-year mine life, just on the one deposit. And we have multiple deposits and many other targets. So it will be a lot longer than 12.5 years.
So let's call it that, it's a lot of meat on the bone and you have a bright future.
Absolutely. It's looking very good for us.
Great, fantastic. That was a great final sentence, Paul. Thank you very much on that. And yeah, keep it going, and I'm pretty sure you get the rest of the money to build the mine, because it's really like nothing. And yeah, the future looks good. The future is cobalt and e-mobility.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there was Paul Farquharson from eCobalt, and you heard it, the production decision will be in Q3 this year already. The company is well cashed up with over $40 million in the bank, and I would say, yeah, the mine up and running in approximately 18 months from here. That looks fantastic, hitting a market which really deserves cobalt, because the e-mobility is unstoppable, that's also for sure, and a lot of new models are hitting the market from 2019 onwards, 2020, like the Audis, the Volkswagen, the Porsche, Mercedes, etc. So that's what the world needs. Cobalt from Idaho is on the path to go in production. Check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Toronto.
Thank you.